they head out early, so I cover the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Awesome, thanks.
Oh, sorry.
We're good.
I was distracted with the individuals and with food.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how many times my bot is going to send out a notification at night. Hopefully their Wi-Fi doesn't start sucking.
Ideally.
I don't know why it was so bad last week.
I got to do a little bit of studying. I just realized what the date was when that Will's tournament thing is next weekend.
Oh, it is. He didn't ask me to cast this time. What the fuck?
No.
I'm over it. I am too busy for that shit nowadays. Maybe I'll just enter instead.
I think I could have definitely squeaked into the top 16 if I hadn't been a moron for like 30 seconds in one game.
You're talking last year? Or?
Yeah, last year.
Okay. What are their pools like? Is it bracketed or?
So
Before
there's
the cut?
the like qualifier or whatever, which is just like 5 p.m. on Friday to 5 p.m. on Sunday. You just play in the rooms, and I think it's your best 5 consecutive games or something like that.
Was that a pawn or?
Very good.
Okay.
I think.
There we go. Now it's a poll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it just takes your best combined score.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard style thing. I get it.
And then fills in however many people in his bracket, whatever size the bracket's going to be. And then the next weekend, they just play through the brackets at set times.
Yep. No, I've never liked scramble pools like that, but I get why they're necessary.
I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a little stiffer competition, but I did a lot better. I did get a little lucky in one of my games right in the middle. That definitely set me up for success, but
Yeah.
I was not sure what sort of level I was going to be looking at.
For the make the wrong decision.
Smashers that need to pay, you can come pay me up front.
But certainly the competition gets a lot tighter the closer you get to the top of the bracket.
Sure thing.
People know what they're doing up there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why Navitas is like consistently able to make the top cut. He's a good player who will consistently play in that tournament. So. Just don't tell him I said he's good, you know. I lose my reputation with him. No, it's funny. In like tournaments and everything, he excels. But I've played like a couple Shugi games with him and he got absolutely destroyed. But Shugi games are very different.
Yeah, I was going to say, does he not modify his play style at all, or is it just like he plays fast and loose with it, or like doesn't actually take chances?
I'm not sure. I haven't played enough games with him to know for sure. He doesn't Shugi very often. We have to, you know, sort of goad him into it a little bit. But yeah. What do I do with this hand? Almost wondering if I cut this tile. Pawn. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Never gonna follow the switches I made for my tiles there. Good? Okay. Yes, it is Glitch. Sorry, Mr. Glitch. Yep, we pretty much exclusively play Ricci on this channel. Not that we're elitist or anything, but it is kind of the best. Of course. So do you play Mr. Glitch? I mean, I assume by the fact that you knew what to ask about that you do. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of little nuanced rules. The biggest thing you want to learn are like the common Yaku, and that will get you through a lot of it.
Should have kept all the pins.
Welcome back.
Sorry.
Yeah, the common Yaku are kind of the big thing, like knowing what hands you can open with and that sort of thing goes a long way.
All right, doubles players, doubles started.
I don't like anything that's happening right now. I think his reaction threw you off. Shitty. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you found me. And thank you. If you guys have any questions about why I'm making the stupid decisions I am, feel free to ask. I find that making videos it's a little bit different from, over the board play a lot of times. It's very easy to talk theoretically about what you should do in a position and then, having to actually do it on the other hand. Discipline and not conning every single time. It gets a lot harder. Oh, that tile is awful. I'm still going to discard it, but I guess it's not the worst.
Palm.
I'll take a palm. Palm can do. Absolutely it is. Yeah.
Where are my sevens?
Yeah.
I really was hoping for the dream of drawing one of those naturally.
Yeah, I'm glad you discarded a 3 because I just drew this for the last tile and for a moment I thought I was going to have to fold, but no, we'll take it.
During the shuffles.
No worries, we can build for you too.
Thanks.
Hey, to town on my prize with the salt.
Yeah.
No, it was funny. When I was playing on Tuesday, the group I was playing with were astonished because I conned twice in one night.
After admonishing them every time they wanted to do it.
I mean, basically. They were both concealed cons though. So and one of them ended up in a Yakuman. So, you know,
All right.
I think that's when it's acceptable. You know, you get a Yakuman from it. I can't remember if the tile I drew off it was important or not, though.
I mean, the grand white was just a single white then.
What's that?
The grand white was just a chunky white then.
Yeah.
You could call it important. Or
Well, I just can't remember if I sumo buried or not. So yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, if you're just getting into the channel and you want to join the community, we have a Discord down below too. If you're just learning, it's got a lot of people who are willing to help out, even if I'm too busy to a lot of times. So feel free to click that link and join in. It's open to anybody who wants to join. Oh, I forgot to put up my channel stuff too. Again. One moment, we will get our friends soon here. Oh, come on. What is that? That never happens.
possible.
Thank you. Oh my
I think I
god.
messed it up more than
Probably, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. I don't have to touch it. He does. So, just kidding. Oh, close. Nope, there we go. Good enough. This is probably the ugliest wall I've built in about 10 years, but you know.
Blame it on me.
Akagi is...
Buck wild.
There are elements of truth in Akagi. They put just enough real strategy in there to make the insane bullshit sound reasonable. There are, like, I considered actually using a section from Akagi to help explain Sotogawa when I made a video on it. But yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, that near the beginning, he's talking about like how some tiles are noise and some are meaningful and blah, 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 all that stuff. That's one of the basic elements of Sotogawa, because it's the tiles that are noise that you're learning stuff from for that. I think Akagi just actually cheats and they just never really bring it up. It would make a lot of sense.
Sorry.
It's all good. All good.
But no, isn't Akagi supposed to be like vaguely based off of, what's his face? Oh shoot, what's his name? Sakurai. Yeah. I think it's supposed to be loosely based off his stories, and his stories are something else as well. I mean, he does, but they don't bring it up very often. It's like, yeah, when he cheats, it's like, oh god, he cheated, but I think he's cheating a lot more than just those times. Oh, absolutely, Shiro. Like, especially the pro videos, they do that all the time.
John.
But yeah, I always like the live stuff because you can like actually talk with the streamer and ask them, hey, what were you thinking when you dealt into this hand or whatnot? And yeah, sometimes it's just, oh, I wanted to do it for the memes. But sometimes it's actually a reason. I mean, I get a glitch, but let's see. How do I explain this? Like, there was a streamer a while back. I can't remember their names and everything at this point. There's a streamer and a pro, and they got matched up, and the pro was streaming as well. And the streamer was like consistently trying to read this guy's discards, like trying to show him up basically. And she was just way too accurate. So it became this huge fiasco because what they figured out is she was straight up stream sniping. Like it wasn't that it was impossible, like it's not that it's impossible to read people's discards, it's that it's impossible to read people's discards with any sort of accuracy. And hers was near 100%. So that's where Akagi gets unrealistic as well. Like in the showdown, the, oh shoot, what do they call it? When they cut two suits, and it goes down to a one-on-one, you know, full flush versus full flush. They are so full of shit during that entire thing. Like, there is no way to actually read everything that's going on like the announcer says that they do. It's just ridiculous. But, you know. Foolish fool?
Oh, who discarded the bird early? Should have known.
So the best Mahjong players will pretty consistently place well in tournaments. But there's also pretty consistently some at the lower sides of the rankings. So it is very possible that you go to a tournament and you get completely destroyed by luck. Like, that's unavoidable. It will happen.
Okay.
But at the same time, Richie, it's about mitigating that bad luck. Like, what do you do when it isn't quite going your way to optimize your chances?
No.
Right? So that's a lot of it, is mitigating that bad luck. Yeah, Ian's here. He'll be able to do some teaching and everything.
I'm John.
Yep, I'm Kathy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, have a seat. We have a more experienced person coming by shortly. I don't know where he went. Yeah, we'll have someone able to teach, don't worry. Oh, there you are. You're a teacher now. Okay. No, you're fine. No. I completely understand. No need to apologize. Okay. I just reached.
But I discarded the bird. Oh. So it's your draw.
Okay. That's good. Nothing big. Great. Yeah. Hopefully that.
So yeah, I guess the short version of that answer, glitch, is it's both. You need luck, you need skill. It's very easy to mess up a game of Mahjong. It's not so easy to navigate it perfectly such that you're maximizing your winning chances. So we're basically just at a bar right now. This is our local club meetup, so a lot of us know each other. But we do have a lot of new people coming by here too tonight. So it's a good time though. Exactly.
That's kind of where we
I'm really sorry you're going through that.
Yep, don't worry, when the dealer pushes into your turn 7 reach, it's completely fine. Don't worry about anything. I guess turn 8? Turn 8. Pass the Dora. Roll. Ricci Dora 3, Mangum. Plus 1 back.
Yeah. That's...
Oh, absolutely. There's actually 2 Mahjong clubs in Chicago. If you send me a DM on Discord there, I can get you connected with them if you're interested. Thank you. It was a little bit lucky within that extra Uradora, but 5,200 without it, so still just want to reach you those hands.
Looking forward to getting tomorrow.
So if you're completely new to the game, Light Grunty has a video tutorial on YouTube. That's pretty good. I'm planning on usurping that position at some point, but I've not gotten the chance to make videos to challenge him on that. So that's a great place to start. Other than that, really, it's just pushing games on Mahjong Soul. Like, even if you're playing against bots, it's teaching me something, but playing against people is actually easier than bots in the lowest room, in my opinion. But it will teach you some things. You can always post questions and whatnot in like Discord if you are on our Discord.
Oh yeah.
All that sort of stuff.
No, everything's good.
Sounds great.
It's just the whole process. Sorry. Yeah, just a little distracted right now. I'm at my home. So, I'm at the Mahjong club that I mentioned. No need to apologize. You didn't have to.
Hey Mars, how are you?
Oh yeah, no. I appreciate it. Yeah. I love you too. I plan to. I plan to. So. I will call you when I'm done. How about that? All right. Will do. All right. Wait.
What do we do here?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're
It's all
fine.
good.
I'm just impressed you managed to play at the same time as talking.
I was trying. I was sure that discard at the start of the call.
Hey Mordecai. You're just getting to the point where defense is second nature, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Discarding a tile right next to the Ricci discard is definitely good defense.
I mean, it didn't deal in.
Therefore, it's good defense. Mm-hmm.
So interestingly, earlier reaches like that, it's more likely to be okay. It's weird, but
realize that.
Yeah, you don't have time to optimize your shape, so it's more likely the shape that you're cutting is out of nowhere instead of out of a shape like it is later.
God, those fries are so
Yeah.
Does it make you want to buy more drinks?
I mean, I got a water, so not buy, but I probably need another water soon.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, honestly, I don't use suji very much anymore. At least I don't consciously think of it that way. At least around here, I'm trusting my discard reads more than suji. But that's kind of how the game goes, right? It's sort of the flow of it overall, and there's a lot going on with it. No, Mordecai, that's the trick. I usually bring my own water. Sort of. So the tiles right next to the Richi tile are Urasuji and Matage Suji. But Suji by itself typically refers to just a tile that's 3 away. So for example, there's no Suji pair tile right now. I'll bring one up when we show up, but like any random 6 and 9 are Suji. The 9 is Suji to the 6. Roll. Richi Ipatsu.
Suji to the 4.
Yeah, the 7 is Suji to the 4. I didn't want to bring it up too much. Just 2,600. Oh, yeah, that's fair. The way that I think of it is I don't trust Suji so much as I'm making an active decision of how hard to push my hands. So if I'm trying not to push at all, I'm trying to fold as completely as possible. I'm just trying the safest tile. If I can't figure out something safer than Suji, it's not that I trusted Suji, it's that I couldn't figure out anything better. But there's also different levels where I would trust a Suji, but not something that isn't Suji in order to push the hand, kind of like a middle level. So yeah, that's more the way I think of it is offense and defense as opposed to Suji or Sotogawa or exactly what I'm using to determine it. It's sort of just internalized at this point. But, 18 years will do that to you. Oh. I didn't know if you were doing them or if I was lining them up for you, but I got it. Okay, let's see if we can not screw this up this time.
Leave.
I mean, it's not hard for me. I do it a lot, but it's, I don't know. It's not hard, it's just precise, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. Mars, that's, yeah, okay. Sorry, I miscounted. Yeah, push-pull judgment is, in my opinion, one of the most nuanced parts of the game. So there's a lot going on with it. At some point I tried to attack it with math, and that only goes so far, unfortunately. Math over the board is not necessarily feasible. So there's this T-shirt out there. It's Zensupa Girl. And Zensupa is the Japanese term for always pushing your hand. And it is just the absolute corniest shirt I've ever seen in my life, but I kind of want to get it. For how high I got on Tenho, I also deal in a lot. I had a really good rating for a while before I tanked it all. But that was also about the time I started getting into tournaments, so I was trying to meld two play styles, and it was rough. So, yeah. But no, I'm generally a more offensive player than defensive. Oh, Mordecai, I completely missed that, sorry. I am doing pretty well. Still dealing with work stress, but that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Though I did make a pitch recently that might help. We'll see. I can't go into detail for that, unfortunately. It involves people at work. But, yeah. Suffice to say, there may be a way that I can work with other people to reduce my stress levels that I'm working to get approved. I've only ever heard ABK, Mordecai, always be common. Huh. That's a weird draw. Yay! So you'll get to be home for like 2 whole days or something? No, I think you said this was the last time you were traveling for a bit, right? Is that still true? So there's some truth in that, Haruka. But the one thing that I try to use in teaching methods when people are past like very basic beginner is that you are trying to build your hand to be Tanyao Pinfu. That is your default. You have to have a good reason to go away from your default, but that's always what you're going for at first.
About her talking. She's in grad school now. And she was talking about
Reach. He learned he's not dealing into Ipatsu this time. She's not even dealing in the first round this time. It's actually flowers, Mars, but you know. Yep, exactly. Reach Tanpin Dora. It's the way to go. Anytime I'm casting games online, there's always different things to pass the time. One is always favorite Yaku. And I always say Pinfu, and chat always hates it. But Pinfu is the best.
they eventually found out that she got fired. If it is, because I don't know if she worked in New York. As far as I know. She's not here. But so I did message her and said, I have an insane question. I just like to walk. I just happened to see. Just wait.
See, to me, Chant is just way too easy to read. And it's the sort of thing where, yeah, if you mess up and deal into it, it's still generally not worth that much. So it's not usually a huge deal. Roll. Richie Dora. Dora, 52.
You took this from me.
Oh, no. Tragedy. No con? Come on.
I called. That was bigger than that.
Oh,
So I had to.
makes sense, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Thank you. Sanchoku Dojun is actually one of the only yaku that goes up in frequency as you go higher in online rooms. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's very easy to miss, so a lot of newer players don't think about it. But once you identify, yeah, this hand could be Sanchoku, you're doing like these minor little things to maintain it and possibly get it. But yeah, I actually had an incident like that on Tuesday where I had to draw like runner specifically for upgrades to get Sanchoku. But because of that, I discarded a 8 before a 2. And it worked. I made it to 10-5 for that Sanchoku. But didn't quite get there. Oh my god, I cannot handle tiles right now. There we go. Okay. Oh no. There we go. All right. Oh, absolutely. Wow. We're starting this again? Okay. I mean, I did just win 3 hands in a row, so I guess I'm cheating. Imagine if this was a tenho. This is not a tenho.
She had to look for a moment.
I bet it's
Always want to, yeah, dealer Chiho. Let's do this. Always have to double check, right? Like I don't want to jump the gun and say it's not, and then say, oh wait, no, it is, because that'd just be horribly bad-mannered. And obviously, that's very important to me. These around. There we go. Of course, now that I've said I've won 3 hands in a row, I'm sure I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. So, rip.
Me too. Bill May. I don't know if it's her account. That's a good bad.
I don't know, Mordecai. That's asking too much here.
The two souths go immediately.
What direction is this hand going?
That away.
Okay.
Up, and
I mean, I'll take whatever I can get, right? Oh, is it that the direction it's going? I guess it is. Let's do that. Anytime I like knock this tile back in, I'm just like assuming someone thinks I'm switching out a tile or something. For the whole night, Mordecai? Jeez. That'd be a rough night if that's what hits. Yeah, that would be a great night, I'm not sure which.
I think you should save it.
Mars, I feel like the next line there would have to be something like, it's reaching sideways.
no. Yeah, that's just not accurate.
But that's
Oh, I
like
wish
the
I
only
were.
way to reach you, so you know.
Was it yours too? Or one? Good, there's you.
Chi. Glad I gave you some content, Mars. You can absolutely steal that one. I am not proud of it. I didn't know they were here for us. Yeah. But if they're not, they should be.
Because it just happened. You let them know, right? Like,
All right. See, I told you. 3 hands in a row. But I'm gonna get completely destroyed. What is this draw? I don't trust this one at all, though.
Chunaka.
2000.
I just want to show off all the door I have in this hand.
Cool.
Yep. Okay, so this was this one I said I didn't trust. So I was close. Close.
Fair.
Wait, why? Show me that hand again, real quick. If you kept that 4 and discarded this, that'd be pinfill with the Sanshoku chance. What was your last upgrade? Do you know?
My last upgrade was getting the 7. I had this kind of shape going on.
Okay, yeah, so definitely keep the 4 there, because that's your only pair option, really. But you can still end up with an intilt too and be fine with it. Yep. Like I was just telling chat, gotta look for those Sanshokus. Makes sense, Mars. Right here, the weather's actually pretty good right now. I'm hoping it stays that way. Wait, who's got the extra? Oh, you're building your own wall. That's what it is. It's like, wait, what's going on here? Why do we have so few tiles?
They disappeared. The fries weren't enough. I got hungry.
You know, there was discussion in my Discord channel today about if you eat a tile, is it a chombo?
I mean, you are in fact putting the game into an unplayable state due to.
Through intentional act, too. Ooh. Unless you have Pika, then you can make an argument it's not intentional.
I don't know, what if I'm starving though, and the Mahjong tiles are the only thing I can eat, and it's still intentional, but it's like
You'd be better off with the table.
where I'm kind of forced into it, where I have to eat in order to live.
Still be better off with the table. There's more nutritional substance in that than the Mahjong tile.
What if it's South Pole and you really need to take a shit? I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Don't encourage him. For those who don't know, he was referencing someone who didn't like my overly draconic stance on delaying rounds for bathroom breaks in the tournament we ran, which, in hindsight, it makes some sense. But for all the complaining people did, the round started on time. So
Cool, yes. Effective? Also, yes.
yeah, I basically announced at the beginning, hey, if you're late to the round, you're getting penalized. And we had to penalize like one person who was like 20 minutes late back from lunch or something. So, like at that point, what are you gonna do? But, I mean, I guess it's this. Yeah, it seems fun. I like that. There it is.
That was explained.
Pull.
Some more.
Oh, bad poem.
I think 4,000.
Door to east, toy toy, yeah. Yep. And my hand was good too. 2 Dora, easy Tanyao. But no, it was actually a good pawn because I absolutely would have dealt into that. I had a floating torso. So there's about a 50% chance or better I dealt in there. If my hand was right.
Second time that you were dealer, and I opened my hand with a concealed triplet of one line. Also on a 3-roll. Both times. Very peculiar.
Is that right? It is. I just can't count. Again. I used to be so good at that. It's like eyeballing the wall and figuring out where it is. I don't know where I went wrong.
Started playing with scrubs and got softer.
Oh, totally. Yep. That would do it.
Oh, yes.
We are into South 1, actually, with 1 Homba. Hint, hint. That's the real trick, chat. Just be passive aggressive as fuck.
This is the Japanese way.
Exactly. Oh god, no, what I did was way too overt for that.
I promise you, all of your tiles are safe.
Yes. No, yes.
Yes, I'm kidding.
It's just...
Hey Esper, how are you?
Or were they?
No!
Oh, I said I was going to put up the things on stream and I never did. One moment. I will remember this time. Okay, we're doing it. Which is why you might see some minor shaking here. Always have to have the Neko buddy.
Green dragon.
Yeah. Don't worry, I can see through here.
Oh,
Okay, that should do it.
That'd be kind of costume stuff.
That's what I prefer, honestly, Esper. I feel like I've made some poor decisions. Never mind, we're good. I thought I missed a Monument chance. fine. I'm on track for Nagashi still. It's a decent pickup. Maybe. We'll see. I think it's pretty unlikely it goes that direction, Derek. More than likely it goes like this direction, I think. But we'll see. I think that'd be nice. Sorry. Pong. The way you're looking at it, I thought it was about to be a Ricci. I was like, oh, god damn it, again? Make one call, one time. Immediately someone Ricci's. She.
Nope.
Punished.
I think it's literally just taking time out.
Yep.
The minimum of punishment.
Need 32 back.
32 back.
Yep.
Have to know.
No, I can. If you do that, make it 35. Yep.
Gives me more.
I was on a 1-outer.
I was just hoping to complete one of these to just
Yeah, fair.
chasing that after a con high.
Jin-chan.
I'm sealed too,
Hey, I'm not
so
the
I would
only
have
one.
gotten the extra bonus.
Oh, there's one down there. And the one over there. Okay.
I guess I'm just an East player. We should be playing Tompu. My luck goes down in South. I guess they weren't here for us. Weird. I think they might be for FTC stuff. But yeah, going all in on the pair of tune there is like a little rough, but with Dora 2, it definitely helps speed a lot. You just have to be willing to give it up if you're not getting it. But dealing into just Tanya seems fine.
Okay, we have all the time. The Humbucker. Which you've already done, but.
So it's been a minute. I'm just double checking. So it's been a minute. I'm just double checking. Correct way to introduce yourself to someone at work would be Yoroshiku onegaishimasu, right? Using that as well as other things. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you would say, kind of like after like saying your name.
On that first?
It's like the very first thing that you would say.
Oh, you say that with Yoroshiku onegaishimasu?
the way I learned it, and this is like very formulaic, is you would say hajimemashite, watashi wa your name desu, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It's like super formulaic.
Yeah, the watashi wa is very...
You can play with that a little bit.
Yeah, I know not to use the watashi wa with native Japanese speakers nowadays, but yeah. But since he doesn't know anything about me, in theory, I'm also going to include my job title, so I know how to say that in Japanese. But
the birds are punishing me.
Yeah, it is very interesting though. He's a Japanese expat, obviously, but you know when they come over, a lot of times they choose a name, right?
Right.
The one he went with was Jose. So I'm very confused.
Okay.
Like it's just not what I expected.
Does he have some like South American heritage or?
I don't think so. He looks pretty native Japanese. I've seen him from afar though.
Okay.
He definitely speaks extremely fluently. So at the very least he's grown up there. See, you're just not supposed to discard the white dragons.
Not.
You should know better by
I'd be
now.
punished by the birds and punished by the dragons.
You haven't seen these birds.
I think I've seen these birds.
Always gotta fear the birds. Okay. Nope, no fun in Mahjong. Fun nashi. Wonder if that means anything in Japanese. Fun. Probably means something, right? Like, yeah, it's just a random set of letters, but still. You got the cheap side anyway. No, yeah, 26 total. Let he who is without doubt cast the first Mahjong tile.
I am in doubt every time I cast a Mahjong tile.
So clear that means you're not allowed to deal, because you can't cast the first one. Come on.
I'm not super behind.
Yeah.
A good hand.
And I'm not ahead enough to sit on my laurels, so I have to pay attention still. Can't do stupid cons constantly, just occasionally.
You already got like halfway through what
There is Queen City Mahjong. If you want, I can get you an invite to their Discord. Queen City? No. I know. They meet near Newport, I think. So pretty versatile. Sorry. I think these are the right tiles.
They look right.
Yeah, I'll get you in touch with them if you want. Actually, Peter's in our Discord. He's their president.
Okay.
Just DM him.
Okay.
Okay.
gonna draw.
Yeah, that is one nice thing. If your starting hand is crap, it doesn't take much to draw improvements. Typically.
Many opportunities. You know what? It'll be funny if it happens. Commit to the bit.
Isn't this how it was set up last time?
He discarded his 2 white dragons where I discarded mine.
Okay.
So right here.
So we're 1 turn off.
No, it's a green.
Close.
White dragon's getting his friends to join in.
If that had been it, it just.
It's a good draw. I like that draw. Don't know if that was the correct discard. Actually, it probably was this. Yeah. Oh well.
TTG for anyone that knows TTG. Are you here? A lot of viewing.
So Chad, if you're new here and you see me like fondling the tiles, I swear I'm not just completely insane. There's a technique if you don't know about it, but if you've seen a kage you have, called mopai, where you feel the surface of the tile. And technically it helps you make decisions just very slightly faster, because you have a moment of, okay, I know what tile this is before I put it in my hand. I also realized after learning mopai that technically it's a slightly scummy way to get an advantage, but you know. It doesn't stop anybody.
It's using all your senses.
Yeah, but you're getting benefit from pace of play, which is kind of weird.
I mean, if everybody learned to do it, then everybody would have the benefit.
Maybe, but no. I just know I'm going to regret it. I'm going to draw like some amazing improvement to my hand right here. No, never mind. Or was it?
The world may never know.
I mean, eventually we'll know. Like Chad knows. Yeah. More people than are sitting at this table know whether or not that was an improvement to my hand if I hadn't reached
-3.
Literally everyone in the world except for you three. No.
Come downstairs. I'm gonna get brackets started.
It's fine. I've used up all my luck for the week.
Let's stop our friendly.
Getting Suton will do that. You seem confused.
I don't recall what.
Suanko Tanki.
So yeah.
Yeah. Got that on Tuesday. I posted it in the Nice channel if you didn't see it. It's kind of impressive.
I've not been on Discord recently.
Yep. Not really, Esper.
Oh yeah.
There's statistics and stuff associated with it, but this play is by the book, right here. There's an argument to do something slightly different, but I like the Ricci here. Unfortunately, I can't go super in-depth as to why, but fair enough. No, when I say by the book, I don't necessarily argue that it's not bad either. It's just that, to me, by the book is bland, if that makes sense, as opposed to spicy. But I guess it depends what you consider sumo, a spicy Ricci. Rich Sumo Tanyao, Dora, 2,000, 3,900. So it's because,
Get 3 back.
yes. But yes, because of situations like that, right? So the benefit of Ricci +1 is very high in general. And in this kind of position, there's not many upgrades. On top of that, if I draw 4 and Kan, then it's also Kan Suji that I'm waiting on, which is usually stronger than regular Suji. It's complicated, but you know. No one at the table groaned. I don't think anyone noticed. But yeah, Ricci +1 is like the pivotal, do you take this bad weight hand or not? It is kind of nuanced, but in that situation, since you don't really have any upgrades, no one else looks super dangerous, it's better to just get the pressure on the board and try to sumo. Because that sumo can easily turn into a mangan. But like I said, I'm a very aggressive player as far as that goes. Well, it's not even that. So I'm actually not allowed to con if that forearm would complete my hand. I think that makes you, yeah, because it changes the potential structure of the hand, if I remember correctly. One of the possible interpretations of your hand, even if it is an interpretation you would never really take. So the con is a minor thing as far as that goes, but I think overall it's just probably worth it. Yeah, Kansuji is fantastic. Highly recommend. Exactly. It's not the shape that matters, it's the possible interpretation, if that makes sense. So if you could win off that 4 and you have a con, then you could also interpret that 4 as being a triplet, or as part of the run. So yeah, it's weird. But yeah, the nuance there is very hard to grasp sometimes. So like one easy way to look at it is, say my hand has 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6 of the same suit in it. I cannot con one of those tiles because even though it will always be better to interpret those as triplets, it could be interpreted as runs. So it doesn't even necessarily change the shape, so to speak, but it's a possible way to interpret the hand.
The bit returns.
This hand is a little weird. God, there's a way that this ends up with the stuff if we discard this. It's not likely. Actually, it really only takes one draw to be likely. Weird. That is not the draw.
She heard you say chips and cases. She did. But she said
I would never do something that rude to you.
really.
Wow.
You can tell her.
Yeah, it's true.
But then I tried.
That helps. Now this doesn't look bad, so we might have a route to Tempai here. We'll see. Yeah, absolutely. I feel that way like every time I draw a sushi trap or whatnot.
Tiger just uses the yellow sauce. Japanese. This is a really nice tiger supply. And it's ran by Tiger.
So there's some good draws here and some bad draws that probably get me in trouble. This one is neither. Second easiest tile to Mopai. First easiest tile to Mopai.
Really, this isn't the second piece.
No, not at all. You can confuse this with this because of the depth of the print. They're very similar in that regard. Let's see, what's the third easiest? I think third easiest is actually this. Nothing else really mirrors the two. You can confuse the 8 with the 6, in my experience.
Well, I never know the 6.
That's fair. I guess if you just always guess one of those two or the 8, you'll just never get the 8 wrong. Intriguing.
What did you feel?
What's the door? No one's got it. Oh.
Oh, what is that draw? Please hold. It's my joke.
Learn from the best.
I wasn't gonna buy it, I just put it in the wish list. It's gonna come up in really good.
Okay, so this is completely safe. Yeah.
I haven't looked into it at all. It looks Chinese.
You didn't look up? Never mind. So we determined this was safe. that's not tempi. But that is completely safe.
It was 6.
Find 1,000.
Oh,
Yeah. So I had no
That
chance
was
of
a
dealing in.
lot.
Yeah.
triples in here.
Oh, yes. I was at that fun state where I had a set, a triplet, and 3 pairs.
Yeah.
And then I started giving up the 9, and then immediately drew the third 8.
We can't have 2 Suankos in a week.
At least they were okay.
I folded my way to do content from people like
Yeah.
Oh my god. At one point I was very fast in assembling tiles. I don't know where I lost that. Maybe I just need to exercise more. Improve the hand-eye coordination, as they call it.
I never played. But I like dating people.
I don't know. So. Is that our first 7?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
No! There's a bird in jail.
It's fine. The bird in jail can bring you great riches. Hey Nelson, how are you? Oh, Derek, so I actually posted to my Discord. I got a Suanko Tunky on Tuesday, but it was actually my first Yakuman in literal years. Like, I have not hit like anything.
I know he has. That was just open officially. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my last Yakuman before that. My last Yakuman before that was a Suiso that I got playing Armel, which I haven't done for like 2 years. So, yeah. Armel is American Reaching Mahjong League, for those of you that don't know. Yes, it is. That's correct. At one point I had better resolution than this. I'm not sure what happened, but it is what it is. Like I said, I can't handle tiles recently.
Right, obviously. Like, so
Maybe Nelson. It might have been worth it to hold on for that, but in the position that I'm in, how can I say this without giving away my hand? I'm trying to play a little bit less risky because I am in a decent position overall, which is why I'm doing things like this, because I don't want to hold on to that any longer. But no, the thing is, with what you're suggesting, there's a mismatch with having this tile in your hand, right? So yeah, it can be better in some positions, but you know. Yeah, what's your question? You were talking about something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are sequences, like terminology sequences, is just like 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7?
Yep, exactly.
Did a sequence hard? I was on the wall when I fucking didn't know. I'm so glad. I'm going to draw another skull today.
See, this is the really big brain play, right? It is currently South 3, Nelson. 3-1. But no, this direction is better because of chi. Because of chi. That's exactly why. But no, I think this is the direction to go. It's possible I end up in a bad position, but I think we're okay. See, we're just good at this game. That's the real trick. Yeah, exactly, Nelson. So now we've kind of shedded that plan a little bit, and we have some different options. Yeah, exactly. And that wasn't a sure thing by any means, but the intention was always to open this hand. So because the intention was opening this hand, this has more value than the other tile you were just thinking about discarding. Or the other tile you were questioning my discard on. There we go. That's the terminology. For some reason, I'm just feeling like Central Manzu are not dangerous. Welcome to everybody just joining in. Chi. Oh, absolutely, Nelson. Yeah, I definitely won't argue with that, but winning this hand isn't the goal. We'll say that.
It's hard. Next police, Dr. Adam.
Yeah, absolutely, Nelson. Like the payoff there is fine. It's just identifying what tiles are safe at that point. Thanks. I wasn't 10 until that last two, obviously. And I'm just on a Dora Tunky. But if I get it, I'll take Tanya Dora 3 any day of the week. I would prefer that you discarded a Sunzel, because then I'd have the 2, 3, 4 Tanshoku instead of the extra Dora need. So, yeah. And still a Mangan, or Kariage.
Yeah, that discard was when I would by myself. And then I was just dominating a Tenchu on the 5-8, so.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of value out of it, but it was super close to the end, so.
Exactly, Ewan. Yep.
It's my turn to cheat. Only a little.
I mean, you are the only dealer that's reached to Homba, aside from the other person who's cheating.
The only one, except for.
Yep, the only one except for half the players. This is an intriguing hand. I think we cut this first. Like, my instinct with this sort of shape here is always to cut this, but I think in this case, for pretty clear reasons, I need to hold on to it. I wouldn't quite say that, Derek. It's not that much. Like, I'm still within direct hit Mangan range. So correct play at this point is this, I think. Yeah. So we have this option and stuff, and yeah. Okay. Let me make sure my phone is actually charging this week. And it is not. Good thing I checked. Why the hell is my phone not charging constantly? Okay. Good news, we were still at 55 battery when we checked this time instead of like 4.
That does
Yeah.
5.
We might need to ditch this.
Just move all of my tiles over to the right where they're supposed to be discarded.
I mean, that's typically what I do. Makes it harder for people to read your hand.
Yes, but what I'm saying is all of the tiles are
Yeah.
going over.
All the tiles to the right. They need to be discarded.
They all need to go.
These tiles aren't Dora. See, now they're all going to be questioning, is this a bluff or are these 2 8s?
I think all those tiles are Dora, actually.
Ooh, interesting.
Every single one of them.
I'm going to discard this here. Gonna play a little greedy here.
How would you do this?
Yep, south 3. If I get this tile, I'll be happy. That opens up some nice efficiency options. Now we have more incentive to cut this sort of thing. Punished immediately. Okay, so that allows us to do this with the plan of this and probably this. Very possible, Nelson. Oh, right. We're going to start here.
I'm just looking at you.
So now there's some other draws that would make me discard this.
She levels up her success. And she applies and she she's a character. I'm aware.
Wait, what, Esper? I'm confused.
Now you're taking the drink.
That's an interesting discard.
And he says, I don't know. I feel like I do.
Okay.
That's great. Have to do look at
There we go. Still not ideal, but we'll take it. Please hold. Reach. I don't actually know if this one's a good reach or not.
Well, I'm about to deal in, so it's probably a good one. Reach.
Yep. Richi Patsu Dora 2, Pinfu Dora Haneman, 12,000.
What that is? 15.
Help. Oh, it's actually 24 back, because forgot about the Homba. Yeah, so 12 plus, yeah. Okay, now we're in a pretty comfy position. Like, this one's mine. Yeah, these are yours. Yeah. So I gave you 24 back. Yeah.
Oh, that's... Alright. Tokyo Handa no Jikanda.
Yep.
9987765. So
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad, because
it's not.
it's Ipeito on most improvements.
and then I had a sequence and 2 frozen tiles. It's just I'm like, I have to be able to get a tile in each on 10, right? Right?
Yeah, Ewan, it worked out pretty well, not gonna lie. But the benefit of dominating there is the safety and sitting on your position, basically, because I was decently far ahead, but pressuring the table also has its benefits. Because if everyone folds around me, I pretty much just win anyway. But now I'm in a position where I could basically just fold off the high pie and be fine. But I don't even know if I need to do that. Because I'm pretty significantly ahead now. Like, he was my closest competition, so direct hit there is pretty good. 55, 61, 62,
I'm 18-4.
63, 3.
23-7.
Okay.
So I'm outside of Yakuman range as long as I don't deal in and it doesn't sumo. Cool.
What?
If there's a Yakuman, as long as it's someone hitting someone else, I still win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do we do the double Yakumen here?
Only if they're different Yakuman.
For instance, Tsutanki.
No, that's not a Yakuman. That's not a double.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Suanku.
Suanku Tanki is a single. Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I was
No
doing
worries.
a negative example.
Yeah.
Here, that is not.
So what do we do here? I don't really want to just fold off the bat, even though I could.
Don't want to let us fight amongst ourselves.
Nah. I'd rather just start crushing.
Well, I don't know about start, but
Do I have to Agariyame? No, just kidding. The answer is yes, you do have to here. You cannot run up the score in this club. Okay, I see. Just counting scores, figuring out what's happening.
I'm just trying for a quick estimate my very, very tenuous second.
Yep. That was the part. Oh geez. That hand's actually kind of expensive.
I guess it's 10.
Yeah, at this point, the hand is very close to just playing for maximum value. Because even if I deal in, it's offset by if I would get a good hand and win. So I'm basically just making the normal decisions I would in East 1 right now, which is interesting. Because I don't think that's possible. It's technically possible to get a Suiso over here still, but pretty unlikely.
Oh, it's mine. It's me.
Pawn, force mon, 6-1.
Okay.
I mean, this could be a thing, maybe. That's right, that's there. Yep. What are you guys after? Ask them. On me? Yes. These draws are something else right now. I think that's the right play. So now this is an option. God, this is a thing. Suddenly I had fewer options.
It's probably, but it's always a chance.
This is like one of the ways I lose the game. It's weird. So I think I can't discard that tile because of that.
Probably won't really be able to tell until we pull it out. See what should go a little bit that way, so it's not like, yes, not over
Oh, this hand could have been so crazy.
Did you order the KFC recipe that says you don't use it? Oh yeah. No, she put.
What is going on? So neither of these two looked good.
And I saw like what it was. And I was like, I think it's Tara. You're welcome.
Sorry.
We got 4 tables coming.
Yeah, no, it's crowded tonight. I think this is my safest tile. Weird. 10 could have been so good.
This would be the set that's got like 1,000 instead.
I would argue this is a pretty easy tile.
Pretty what?
Pretty easy tile to roll apart. It's straight in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I do have that.
She's still psychotic. It's so needy. I heard her on that. Well, you know what one will do? Get in the car.
Sumo. 2,000, 4,000.
Good hint. Yeah, this hand could have been like here.
Oh, you're waiting on
360.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, could have had this. Could have been amazing. But didn't really need it. So is that enough for a second for you?
I got overtaken.
Yeah,
with,
second, third.
with the Mahjong.
Yep.
Hung
Alright,
on the
good
Tokyo and Mangan. It was more than what I needed, but just by a little bit.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking Himangan for some reason. Yeah. Okay. Okay, who has a phone?
Phone?
Yeah, exactly, Ewan. Haipai Ori is North Taiwan. Yeah, this was the tile that I drew, and I was like, you know, that's one way I could actually lose this game. Because if I deal in here and it's a suiso, I lose.
Yeah.
So I held on to that one.
I'm gonna get a refill of water and take this.
Yep. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 3. Yep. Ian, would you be able to enter my score for me? I'm going to grab something from the bar.
What do you have?
59, 3. And my last initial was H.
Yes.
Chat, I'm leaving you with these guys. Don't yell at them too much. But I'll be right back, don't worry.
And I'm gonna creep on other people's games.
Oh yeah, like from here. Oh yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And then just for the highest. Now it doesn't. It has all of the inside. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, I don't know what my names are after this. This is awesome.
I don't remember your last initial.
H. Seven. Alright. If you want to submit. Yeah. Cool.
Soumettre. Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
There are mods that actually do that. That's the fun. You can legit play Minecraft in
Alright, Chad, don't worry, I'm back. I've saved you from your boredom. I don't know if you're actually bored or not, but it looks kind of boring around here. So, here we go. We are just waiting on everyone else to come back and we'll get another game started here. But yeah, in that position, I can absolutely win by Beitoring, but because I'm so far, oh sorry, you can probably hear me a bit better now. Because I'm so far ahead, it just doesn't necessarily make sense to Beitori. You just want to play for maximum EV, because we do track our scores over time too. Same way in a tournament, you know, if there's like some outside chance that you deal in, like, you know, deal in and lose like with that north wind, that one there, I'm going to hold on to it, right? It's just not worth the risk, because it's completely uncut at that point. But if it's something where I can safely make it into Tenpai, get a Riichi down, it still just makes sense to Riichi there. Oh, I'm not surprised, Ewan. It's not impossible to get more than 110, but it's impossible to get more than 110 and not have it be at minimum among Gun. Because basically you need, oh god, what is it? You need a double wind pair, so like east wind on a Tonki weight with 2 concealed cons of terminals or honors. as well as an open triplet of honors, I believe. Honors or terminals, all of which don't have value. As well as...
You have eyes that work.
Right, one needs to be an open, so like a Chun or something, you need one Yaku. And then the last thing needs to be a run. So the Tagi weight is just one option. Oh, and you sumo. So that's how you hit 110, if I remember correctly. So if you're actually playing without the double, so some people play that the like south wind and the south sea only counts for 2 fu if you have a pair of it. But some rule sets count for 4. So I believe if you're playing the one with 2 fu, you actually cannot hit 110 without hitting Mangan. So basically to get more than that, you would need like 3 cons. But if you have 3 cons, that's a Yaku. So it gets complicated, but that's why they all stop at 110. 120 is not possible in a sense where it makes sense that you'll need to calculate the score. You. All right.
Is this yours?
No, I already drew. And don't worry, Mordecai, I just got fresh water with ice in it. It's gonna be great. My voice might have been getting a little bit dry, but I was out of water, so, you know.
I do the job. But I should be up there, so actually everything should be flipped.
Wait, what? No, you drew the south, you should be over there. Because I drew west.
Oh, I thought you drew north.
No.
I drew.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I looked and the north was closer to you.
Yeah.
I put it. Yeah, sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, honestly, I need to do a scoring video at some point. I have it like half made, but there's like some tips for learning to score quickly and that sort of thing. But I'd also go into the history of like, hey, this is how the old people decided to calculate these score tables. It's needlessly complex, but it's what they did. And really, it's not really unpopular for Mahjong in general to use that kind of scoring system. It's just the numbers came out weird. So, because like in some versions of Mahjong, a Yaku is actually called a double, and that's really all it is. Like it increases the power of 2 that you're multiplying by. So it's just doubling your score. And that's why, you know, one han is 1,000, 2 han is 2,000, 4,000 roughly. But yeah, it's really kind of fascinating, but I'm also a nerd, so take that with a grain of salt.
Well, you know, nerds are in short supply in Mahjong fandom.
Nerds in my tabletop hobby? Can't believe it.
I know, right?
More likely than you'd think.
And dear dealer. Okay.
Cool. North Sea. Can't wait to not make it to all last.
But just do it because you're busting someone. Easy.
Yes. I will be the one doing the busting.
Sure, why not?
Definitely.
I have faith in you.
It's more likely than you think.
It's probably like 1 in 4.
Dear God. It's the bird.
I hear that's the word.
Everybody's hurt? Not the bird. Ma mama, now, now.
Yeah, that one's definitely on the list of songs where it's awkward to say the lyrics in prose. My other favorite one is Ba with the Ba.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you guys know that song, or am I too old?
No, I know it.
Okay.
I don't think I know it actually.
It's by Kid Rock.
Okay.
I'm trying to forget it every day.
And now it's stuck in your head for another year. How does the chorus go again?
Earlier, you mentioned that you wouldn't do something to me because it was so rude. Yet here you are. Rude.
No,
Rudeness everywhere.
Well, yeah, but don't be rude in like a Mahjong sense. That's just too far.
Yeah, it's not that, or like, I don't want to do this, like, I guess, like, big thing is, like, I guess, to be, big thing is to basically make contact with the sides rather than, like,
I always get so proud every time I hear someone in our club teaching people how to shuffle properly. Because, like, no other club teaches that. We're, like, the only ones. We have spread to Cincinnati. Cincinnati does it a little bit, too.
Okay.
So we're being a good influence on the Midwest. What is this? This is this. Yeah.
oh yeah, that'll
So this is actually probably my next discard. Yeah. Pretty good with that. Don't need this tile, but we have an outside chance at a thing here. We'll have to see what we draw. Okay. I think that outside chance just got killed.
How do I split? So, normally what you do is like something
It could still come around. We'll see.
until you get back to is. Oh, and it's now they're conveniently also get more but that's the traditional like right. So you count the number of well, starting from right. Yeah.
What do we do here?
Yeah, so that's
I think it's this. I think we lock this in here. And we maintain this to allow some acceptance. And then we potentially have the option to discard this.
You go. 15.
It's easy to see what they are like online, but like see them highlighted, but not so much like when you're
I avoided dealing in by overthinking my hand.
also since you're the dealer, like yeah, you draw.
Because I also had an extra 6. I was like, if I draw specifically the 8 mon, this could help me.
I might have to push Tanya with it. Better discard the 2/3 mon so I don't accidentally draw the 1 mon and put myself in furry pen.
Thank you so much.
And I'll take that buzzer.
Yeah. All right, straw. Mem? No worries, thank you. Oh shoot, I don't have the fork either. No, I'll be okay. Okay, Nelson, so basically, there's a couple things there. One, in a tournament, a chumbo penalty is 20,000, not 8,000. That's a minimum. The default is actually 30,000. Second, if you chumbo, the hand replays. Third, if you intentionally chombo, it's actually disqualification. I will be right back. I'm grabbing a fork. But I'm taking you with me, Chad. I don't know how far the microphone actually reaches here. No pun intended, of course. Let's see. All right, and we're heading back. We're coming. All right. And here we are. Yep. I walk quick when I have a microphone on anyway, because I run out of things to say. I don't even know if Chad can hear me the entire way or not. But Nelson, hopefully that, thank you. Hopefully that summed it up pretty well. So there's a few things that keep you from doing it. Now, the interesting thing is the intentional chumbo being disqualification thing, that's going to be impossible to prove unless you like admit it, because you're like, oh, I'm so smart, I did this thing. But I don't recommend that, obviously. But yeah, anytime a chombo happens, you replay the hand as though nothing happened. So that's the biggest thing. And here we actually changed chombos a little bit. We decided it's not necessarily beneficial, it doesn't necessarily make sense to give the dealer more when a chombo happens. So it's just 3,000 all the time. But that's more of a fun tidbit than something that you asked. But I haven't eaten these in forever.
North.
You have to discard the east.
If I draw it, I got bad news. I'm sorry.
Same.
Jeez, you're not even going after a Monemon anywhere?
If I could.
Sorry.
Yeah, basically, Nelson. Like, there's situations where you would do that still if you could tactically, but if anyone ever found out about that, you'd be, like, reamed.
Yes?
Yes.
Cool.
Now, worth noting, the tournament chombos, that's off your tournament score, not off the game score. So you would actually maintain first place, which is why there'd be a reason to do it. But still, not recommended.
Let's see this next discard.
Nope. That's what you get for discarding penchants. Mm-hmm.
Police Cornwall on screen, best of 5. Baseliner apparition on deck, best of 5.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
No.
Fart cooler!
Was that fart cooler? Did I hear that right? No, these fries are kind of fantastic today, actually. They were a good choice. Yep, definitely appreciate the tip. What is that draw? I just don't like anything that's happening right now.
Alright, for the people that went 0-2 or 1-2, I'm going to start taking and bracket sign-ups. Just come line up.
Nice. It's just hot soup.
Oh no, that's enough. 400.
Yeah, that's just
140. So 400, 700.
With the Honda?
I'll do the Honda. Take them.
Why would
You'll
you
take
do
what I
this?
pay you and you will like it.
My hubris
You'll
of
never be
winning
able
a
to
hand.
shuffle and tease again.
Now watch, I'm the one who's going to need Honda. You'll look down at me and say no. Thank you for getting that reference. So now I'm trying to figure out who would be most like Rorschach in the Mahjong community. Is it me? No. Though, I was considering like, when I started doing Paifu and that sort of thing and showing my face on stream, I was considering buying a crow mask. In which case I could have been the most Rorschach-like person in the community. But that just sounded awful, so I didn't. But I did find some pretty cool crow masks.
Were they like plague doctor-y looking, or were they like more like actually crow looking?
Actually crow, yeah.
Sick.
Nice. It's always an occasion for Definitely should have picked it.
So Has that I actually do have one of them, but right now I'm out in public, and this venue does not have them. So no fancy Audi table for stream. It's getting away from me.
Now it's fault. If I it was discarded first this time. That doesn't matter. Damn.
No, the cycle of Mahjong is interesting because new players think, oh, this is a Yakuhai. It can get me a Yaku. I better hold on to these and hold on to a Yakuhai way too much. And then people think, oh, it's efficiency. I need to discard these as quickly as possible. And they discard them too often. And then you finally hit that happy medium of discarding them the right amount.
I'm just not a fan of the White Dragon personally.
So you just have a personal vendetta, I
Yes.
see.
It seems you hate the Red Dragon too.
Alright. I'm ambivalent to the Red Dragon.
How so?
I am ambivalent. It does not concern me.
Ambivalent is makes you think two ways about it.
Okay.
Ambivalent? Yeah.
But I also don't care for the Red Dragon. I love all my dragons equally.
I guess.
I hate all my dragons equally.
You want to put some tires?
Well, that's what they pick up, and not only that, I guess you also get to be dealers.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is, yeah.
I only hate them when they burn down my house, Nelson.
Did you happen to have the other reasons then, maybe, or? Okay.
My birthday is week after.
I think it's a reaching.
It depends on that. If people choose to do
Looks like one to me.
it. In both
Yep.
here we allow it.
See, who was it? Esper? This one's the spicy one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're kind, you kind of mess it up anyway.
Hoju. Hoju.
Yes.
Not really. I would never roan you. Don't worry, you can discard as dangerously as you want to.
I got a set too, but like they have
Thank you.
Exactly, Nelson. It's the way to go.
Or it's not that one. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's that one. Because yeah, like normally we need to be taking time.
Oh, totally, Nelson. See, Nelson's telling you I'm Puritan, so you don't have to worry about me. No, there was a route with this hand that ended up Puritan, which I kind of found funny, but it wasn't this one. So I will absolutely roam you. I'll roam the shit out of you.
Oh, do you know Devin Trades? You and I used to be Arkansas?
I broke it all. I feel like I'm getting no respect at this table right now.
Should I have feared the hell weight?
Not you. Everyone else. So you did discard a 6-pin before that, so...
I did.
And the 7-pin.
Yeah, I did.
Esper, I can explain some. So the reason I'm saying spicy, I feel like reaching onto this board, the hands look more dangerous. So last time, it wasn't much of a risk to reach that sort of thing. But this time, I think it's riskier because people are more likely to push, which obviously when you're reaching, generally you're completely fine with people folding. Legible. See, no respect. Told you.
Exactly.
That's always the case, Ewan, until you flip the Uradora.
I guess we didn't agree this was safe.
We don't agree it's safe. No. We did. It was there.
Oh, like I just can't hit. That's okay.
Yeah, so I didn't notice.
I'm showing you no respect. I deserve what I get.
I mean, it's Suji.
Yeah.
You're probably forgetting about that over there.
I am forgetting about that over there. Good.
そうですね。Yep.
29. Oops.
Wait, how much?
2,900.
Oh, I thought I heard 3,900. That's what threw me off. Yep. But no. See, Chad, here's why it was good. See? Told you. I would have hit Nura. Which obviously I 100% knew before showing chat, so I was just showing off my psychic abilities.
Yeah. What was your weight out of curiosity?
4-so.
4-so?
Yeah, it was Nakasuji too at the end there.
I was waiting on the.
Did you have a bunch of them?
I had 2 of them, and I was going to discard one if I needed to.
Yeah, because it was Nakasuji? Yep.
I was waiting on the 6-so, which was also Nakasuji. And was in very, very brief temporary furry 10 as you discarded the 9 and it passed to my turn. Does that count? That doesn't count, right? It has to be one other draw for it to be temporary furry 10, right?
Sorry, say it one more time.
So you discarded a 9.
Yeah.
And I was Tempai no Yaku on that.
On 6-9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9 so. On the 9-so.
Yeah.
So, am I actually in temporary furry 10 for the brief moment between your turn and my turn? Or
yes, specifically matters if someone pawns it.
Okay.
But you'll be temporary furry 10 until your next discard, specifically. If I remember the rules correctly, which 50-50.
That makes sense.
That was one of those weird nuanced things, you know.
But
just
yes,
don't be furry 10. Easy.
I was in temporary furry 10 for a brief moment. Which I found very funny.
I'm sorry. Oh God, no, Nelson. I know enough to pretend to be the people who don't know Japanese. I would say I'm fluent in Mahjong, which is its own language, really.
I cannot read the language that this application is written in, but I do read graphical user interface.
My love language is Mahjong. Well, that's a discard.
Whew. I think you would agree it's correct, but it is very awkward.
I'd say it's a discard. I'd say it was wrong. But there was not a Richu with it, so...
So that's true. It could be worse.
It'd be worse if there was no discard. That's a great draw. I think I want to drop. No, drop this. There we go. But yeah, I know a couple conversational things from work, that sort of thing. But that's really about it. Oh, God damn it. Apparently I just need to not discard South in the South Sea.
Are you talking about when the dealer reads? Or it's when the dealer
At some point I really should learn Japanese. If I'd qualified for WRC, I would be learning it. And trying to get a decent conversational fluency, but right now I'm still at the point where words sound awkward coming out of my mouth sometimes. Oh, absolutely, Ewan.
DLP misleading and Hawkins trash pile.
That's a bird.
It is. It's probably a mistake, but you know.
There were local things last time when I was here last week. I thought it was just like
What was that?
That was a very telling system for me.
Maybe not as much as you think. The south wind is getting its buddies and ganging up on me.
That's 4,600.
Yeah. Ah, there it is. Well, this is a little awkward. Todo eso. I have now eaten food. My phone is charging. I have water. We're in a decent spot. We are losing the Mahjong game though, so, you know.
I completely blanked that was
Happens. I want to draw like this tile. That'd be very nice right now. None of those tiles look good. I feel like I'm going to explode in a bad way, in a Mahjong way. Really? I'm trying to talk myself out of discarding that tile. Probably not that. I mean, I think it's okay. Yeah. See, knew it all along. There's never a doubt in my mind. Now, whether or not it was worth it, iffy. One of my potential discards was a 7. I would have been a little bit sad. Could I get some homba, please? Thank you.
I opened like 2 shuns in for June-chan, and I did not draw a single.
And it's totally unnecessary, but can I also really use some Humba just so you have all the greens? Green collection!
I opened this next hand. Or hot. You know what? All green. Just click all green.
Yeah, you're
Such an easy.
Yeah, you're gonna get really
Easy.
You're in
I've been Tentai for it. But
it's fun while it lasts.
yeah. To be fair, my Tentai was like 3 or 4 calls, so it might have been a little clear that that's what was going on. And it also was like a 1-outer or something. It was pretty thin.
Of that post that was shared of the person who called Mahjong opened Ishan 10 for green, but
And never got it?
So, no, in order to be true and would be Tenpai, but had to discard the 4th North Wind in a row for an abortive draw.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that one. Yeah. They escaped.
Oh, are you saying like for instance like this is the reaching time? Yeah. Well, I guess if it's in your Discord, if it's in your Discord, you can't turn all of that.
Okay, so we're here. I'm not sure what to do with this hand. But if you try to pawn and con at the same time, someone gets disqualified. If you try to pawn and con at the same time, someone gets disqualified.
Well, yeah, that's because it wouldn't be possible to like call pawn and con the same thing. Well, just think about it in terms of the context of how many times.
Okay, I think that's the direction we need to go. It might have actually been better to discard this first. But I guess I have to consider if I draw this tile. So. That's good though. Let me do this first. So order is that priority.
It didn't have to be. So like if I needed to like play later, I guess I just had to play it.
Gee. We're so good at this game. Oh.
Oh no.
We're so good at this game.
No.
Home. Bad pawn.
Oh god.
Hand in order. I'm not That's bad news to have your hand out of order.
My apologies.
Should apologize.
It's not bad manners to have your hand out of order.
Yeah, Hatsu Akadora.
Dora Aka. Yeah.
That order? Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's ambiguous. Because Akadora. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 2-1-1, right?
I didn't have to take that pawn either. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 home left.
Ooh. And. Haha. The 100s that I gave you. They all come back.
So let's see, if I hadn't taken that pawn, I would have gotten this tile. And would not have really done much with it. Okay.
I went so bad at this.
No, I went from waiting on 6-9 Mon with no Yaku on 9 to waiting on a Tunky 7 by doing that.
Which would have ended up being my winning tile as well. Had we continued.
I don't know, maybe it's better to wait there. But hard to say.
Didn't get all 4.
The thing is, by eating up that many of those tiles, it looks safer to discard the 7 to an extent. But the 8 discard late is a little bit weird. It's a problem.
I had on a whim guessed you were waiting on the 7 based on the position of the tiles.
But you should know better than to do that to me. I intentionally mislead with my tiles in tournaments and stuff if I want to.
But your discard of the 3-pin earlier had made me think that you would finish something.
The 3P was isolated.
What?
3-pin was isolated.
Oh, I see.
So use the wrong formula but got the right answer.
Right, exactly. But it didn't affect me because I wasn't discarding it anyway. Had I drawn it. Unless I draw 2.
All right. And we are hurting, Chad. We gotta get some points here. Hey, Chad, we got some points.
Wow. See again, the comment made about being rude.
It's fine if it's for a joke, right?
Oh yeah, no. I'm in for the bit. It's all good.
Not going for the Manemon. Interesting.
The other thing is if you guys have a big open weight, like a whole bunch of tiles and like wants to do this, you have to figure out like just what's the best discard from it.
Sorry, I did not mean to break your discards.
I think this one was supposed to be yours.
There is a time where
Nah.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure that was supposed to be yours.
You never know, I might actually want that. I could have discarded 1, 2 because I have 4, 5.
True.
Would be a very good time to discard it.
Well, only get some thousands from there, or break that, because that's a 5,000.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Oh yeah, just needs to break it up. Yeah, break up 5,000. Yeah.
Home. I just didn't want yours.
Wow, okay, that's the rudest thing tonight.
No, the rudest thing was not revealing my greens before I discarded and grabbed it. Tile pile.
You don't say that he's won.
Probably not Mordecai. I don't see how that could be a thing.
Wow, nice. And Yuichi too, so you also
Like, there's no indicator on the table that that's what would be going on right now. Cheap.
so yeah, manga. Yep. Oh, plus 300. I was kind of thinking like, yeah, there's gonna be like serious like sitting on the tube or something. And you got the Oh yeah, you were perfectly
Unless you're just like off of live Mordecai, which is very possible. So you might want to check that if you don't see this quickly. Unless there's something you saw that I didn't.
Oh yeah, we typically play since all the time.
Yeah, I am accosted from both sides.
I haven't touched your tiles. Remember, I didn't want them.
Emotionally accosted.
I was joking.
I guess there's one cut. I missed that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. In that case, I'll just ban you from the chat. There's no joking matters about cons.
I mean, and if not, that's fine.
I know, Mordecai, it's very serious.
There we go.
Poor bird.
You might want to slip boys, but
I can't believe you open Reachade.
How much? It's 8,000. Shot or
Decent hand. I was on a greedy Dorotonki.
Anyone dropped, the first Haku to discard all three lines of discard. Gonna con it immediately.
No, I didn't really want to pawn that green dragon, which is why I waited the first one. I would have preferred to delay it and Richie. No, not even, it was a pair. And that's how I ended up on a Dorotonki, because I didn't have another pair. So, the reason I took it was because the door was isolated. So I'd rather be on a Dorotonki than have to discard the door and have no value.
for still in question.
Am I in last right now? No, you probably are. That probably. No, actually, I'm still last. Okay. Gotta get some points back here. Have to pretend to be a South player instead of an East player this game.
You got this. Oh, 8. Unfortunately, I'm a West player. I rarely do good.
God, one of my craziest games ever was a West game. I ended first in West 4 with 27,800. Yeah, exactly. What's going on?
It's still
No, it's not that cold at least. Yeah. A lot more reasonable than it has been in the past.
Yeah. It's difficult to stand the breeze.
This is a more reasonable hand than the last one.
Not bad.
Still need some help though.
But haven't used it that
Excuse me. Really should get more sleep.
I can relate to that.
Also, chat, if you guys are in the Discord and you didn't see it, if you want a chance to buy any of my 3D prints, I'll be streaming a show tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST until about 8 probably. So feel free to come by and take a look at what I'm selling if you want.
Only on Pro VC.
These apparition objects are streamed.
You will not draw out.
Well, I mean, I guess things
You are now cursed to deal into someone's hand.
Almost certainly.
Could it be mine? Can you wait until I hit senpai?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Of course. Happy to help.
Oh, yeah, sure.
No, you're not supposed to discard Genbutsu. I guess you have to wait until I reach you anyway. It's fine. My bad. I guess you get the Genbutsu out of the way now, so you have unsafe tiles to discard later. It makes sense. Yeah, so good job. I agree. Thanks. You bitch. Couldn't you have just discarded that into a Dama Haneman instead?
No. Yeah. Haku. Dora Aka.
One draw off. It's only a Dama Haneman with that tile specifically, but or a Sumo of the 5. Yeah.
Thank you for winning that hand, because there's only a matter of time before I dumped into that.
Yeah. And I was senpai for about 3 turns or 4 turns now. So, yeah, that's why I was like hoping I'd say something like that and you'd immediately deal into me. But, yeah. Yeah, I think Dama for that hand is just right, chat. Because the reach takes you from 7,700 to 8,000, and while I need points, I'd rather get a more likely win there.
Right.
But obviously, that wasn't enough.
If you deal into my hand, I can take some of the 6 off you.
Yeah, sure. I'll consider it.
No, you already agreed to discard into mine. One at a time. I guess you could do both. I'm fine with that.
I can get sent directly to Shadow Realm, it's fine.
Do not pass go.
It's fine. It's not like I'll get a Yakuman again or something. It's got to be like at least another 2 years until I get one of those, based on my history.
I still have only ever had one player, and not weird.
How long have you played?
Just since last summer.
Yeah. So it took about twice that long for me to get a Yakuman since my last one.
It was within my first 100 games on
Yeah, well, yeah. So
Beginner's
online does help a lot. So I don't really do that anymore.
Bronze rooms, right? So
Yeah.
like,
I mean, beginner's luck isn't a thing, but you know.
It's
all luck, clearly.
Totally, 100% luck. Contrary to what I was talking about with Chad earlier.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Way to undermine me on my own stream.
I'm just sharing the shade, is all.
It's okay, Chad. Don't listen to him.
Seriously,
Always-
don't listen to me.
All he speaks are lies. Mordecai, believe it or not, you're allowed to have more than one pistachio.
Not according to the doctor.
What am I doing? Ugh, that's an awful discard. I'm sorry. Okay, Ewan, good night. Have a good one. Not punished.
That's a fun little face there.
Yes, Mordecai, exactly. You don't have to listen to the lies. It was, I can have more pistachios with multiple exclamation marks and question marks. In all caps, of course. I wish there was a way that I could like easily display chat for everyone else at the table without showing you my hand. So that's a slight damper.
You could have like a GPS voice read everything out.
True, that would work.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep. That's where we're at. Immediately draw a 1 pin right after discarding 1 pin. Immediately draw a 4 pin after discarding a 4 pin. Currently, I just need to not discard pin zone. It might be a little bit late for that.
Keep discarding. It'll be fine.
Totally.
Oh yeah, and remember it's South Road now too. South Road.
I really want to draw this tile. It would be ideal. For multiple reasons. It's just one of those days, I guess. Okay, this is a Pinzu, I know. But it's fine. It's fine. I won't draw another one right now. Sure.
Okay. Alright.
I was almost certainly under the belief You would not be discarding anything for me, so I had that 8 all over here.
Why would you think? See, the problem is I think that I still have a tile in my hand that you want. It's not this one. Yeah, Mordecai, it happens. Sometimes you just get games where you're just not meant to win hands. Need that one? That's the joke.
It's a new one for you though.
So let's see, this was like the Pinzu row. This one's like the Manzu row. So this next one is going to be the character row.
What was the second one?
Sorry. Did I say Pinzu twice?
You said Mons.
Oh, God.
You alright?
Very cool.
Very neat.
Thank you.
Oh.
I said totally legal.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't think so, Mordecai.
For some reason, I thought that maybe you wanted the 4 and I had gone too fast.
Oh, no, I did get 1. Yeah. See, now I'm just discarding what other people draw. Or wait. Other way around. Words aren't working well tonight, chat. I apologize. That's one way to look at it. God, I'm gonna deal in. I think I have to if I get the chance to. This tile is awful.
I wonder if it's the same as this tile.
We can all find out later. Next time on Ricci Mahjong. Z? Is that what we're on? I wasn't sure which installment we were at.
You can pick a different letter if you prefer. Oh, wait, no. Ish.
Oh, nice.
See, if I never improve, I don't have to deal in.
Yes, that is. Wow, no, that's not.
It's a shot.
I'm thinking.
Okay. That's a good sign. That means it's not an immediate roan.
You know what? It's funny. Con.
I mean, it technically can't really backfire on you right now, unless you deal in specifically with this tile. Or I guess we'll be the next tile. Right, because that's not high tech.
This is high tech.
Yeah.
And then
Yes. How fun.
High tech.
right there.
You know what's funny?
That I got off of the L.
If it had been high tech.
It's also funny is that I got off the 1-4 weight here and then immediately.
You're Tenpai, right?
Yeah, sorry. I got greedy. I was on this, drew the second two, and I'm like, no one's discarding around the door. This gets me to have a Nakasuji, you know.
So my specified. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have enough.
What do you need for?
I need a 5.
Yeah.
Haha.
And my tile for comparison was, in fact,
Yep.
the 6 pin.
Nope,
And
mine
the
was
mechanic
the
chains
west.
sitting next to the door.
5.
Thing shown.
Yep.
So that does put me in the third at least.
But I figured, you know, more value. My weight is now the door, which you know is going to discard at that point. But Nakasuji 6, I felt like maybe people would be more inclined to discard it than the 1-4 around the door.
Yeah. Yep, it's a tough one.
But then 2-1 immediately came out, and I'm just like, ah.
But no, naturally you would discard the last weight of mine 1 tile before high tech.
My apologies.
You know, I looked it up the other week, but I still can't remember which one's high tech and which one's Hote. I want to say Hote is the sumo.
I think high tech.
I can't remember. Chat, look it up, please. If anyone is bored.
100% chance of being right.
True.
Between high and ho,
Also
which
100%
is,
chance of being wrong.
sea and river. Do we know?
C would be C would be sumo. C would be sumo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the river would be.
Okay. Got it. Okay. I honba. Cheating. I swear, for how often I've been doing that recently, it almost seems intentional.
With trip to the
This is a hand that exists.
After rolling a 9.
Like, what do I do with this?
That also doesn't help.
Mordecai, I'll try to get at least one more sumo for you. We'll see. Not for me, you know. No benefit for me whatsoever. But
Might not have had it. Might not have had it.
what do I do with this hand? I know I already asked that, but no one answered me.
Like, I listened to that the whole thing, like, it was really Spotify. Again, I was
I already said no.
There's no way you're seeing me from smoke.
Send has some potential, but I need to, you know, draw good tiles. It's not one of them. I'm disposing the other half of this penchant.
Well, at work, I thought they have, they have house knives. Well, they have some, but none of them are playing. The ones that are like available at work are like
Dude, he's just shooting deep in there.
yeah. But the other chefs have like that. And like at super fancy restaurants, it's like that.
They call this a hand of all time.
Also, they were just broken. Video had this earlier. So I can't remember if it was another. But initiate, it's everybody on the initiation. Initiation to 75.
Pawn.
There's no way.
Fun for me or the. Advertiser or like slow it. It's still fun. So that's like older people. So the restaurant it's closed at 9 and lunch for
I would love to win a hand. Should have kept the twos. Yep.
That's lovely.
Yep.
That's frustrating.
That's frustrating. Mahjong, yeah, fair.
It's creating them across the
See, the door is Nakasuchi. He couldn't possibly be waiting on it. Except.
No, I'm not good enough for that kind of trickery. You can trust I'm not waiting.
Oh, if that's what you're concerned about, I'm also not waiting on it. As far as I know, the door is actually safe here. Unless you have a Dama.
I would never do that, ever.
Awful discards that. I think this is a safer right now.
It's not safe when it's upside down. Safe tile.
Yeah, we used to, but just too much demand. Too much demand. Just have people like
Sorry, please hold. I'm trying to figure out if I can push this tile or not. No. We'll discard safely. And be nice and honest with it.
you get to take it back, yeah.
Oh, you're not the only one. Press OK.
You can see the word.
Wait, that means I'm drawing the last style now. I don't like that.
Exactly, yeah. If you're waiting on, if you're waiting on, like, say, like, 2 different pairs, then yeah, you have to sit with. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty real. I just think it's got
Oof. I mean, I can't not discard it, but yeah.
That's sorry.
You're fine.
But it's still pretty good.
Alright, that's Tanya Ipeiko. That's 4,000? 39.
Reach Tanyao Pinfu Ipeiko?
No Pinfu.
Oh, not Pinfu. Reach Tanyao Ipeiko, 52. Yeah. 52 becomes 55.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because there's that too. Yeah, 52.
Did you have them?
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, I drew this like.
Damn you.
Yeah. I was Ishan 10 for this for like here, and then I drew this, and I was just like.
This is my weight. Those are the only 2 tiles left.
I was holding on to them.
Yeah. No, when I drew this, I was trying to figure out if I had a better discard.
But no, the
If I don't
flush-
see one.
Multiple door again. Three door
Like, is this technically better? It's waiting on, no, it's waiting on 257,
Yeah,
right?
push out. Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. It's 24,000. It's whatever. Gotta go for it. But the wait was pretty bad.
My apologies, but I'm rather glad I did not hit parties.
At the time, when I said you could discard the 5 turn, I was not Tenpai. But I would have absolutely pawned it and had a better weight. Okay. Well, that hurt. Now I'm burying last. We'll figure out how much in a moment here.
You did make it to South 4 then.
You did. I did.
I was hoping for like some miracle high-tay 5-pin Akka come out, and I've rolled for the Sanbaimon. 36,000. But it was not meant to be. It might have been too forcing. I don't know. It was weird.
25,500.
17,400.
36,700.
Really? You're 8,100 points ahead. God. No, I believe you, but yeah.
I just want to double check because
Yeah.
it's like
8,100. Okay.
4,400?
1,000.
No. 4,400.
40,400. Okay.
40,000. Yeah, not 4,400. 40,400.
Yeah.
404.
And sorry, what'd you say you were?
367.
367.
Yeah, so what I need is not
So I'm
quite
almost 20,000 behind you. Yeah, so I need Mangan minimum.
You're just slightly outside of Mangan sumo range.
Yeah, no, the break points are just a little rough here.
Oh no, you know I have a good tile. Oh, I was hoping that was the other four. It's gonna be a very good tile.
I need a moment before any discards happen. Okay.
That's why you gotta get your best.
Okay. I think I have a plan.
It's going to be a fast.
Okay, now we have a plan. I think that's a plan.
I see how this is gonna go.
Or do you?
Wow. It's not good for me.
I'm behind a fucking wall, dude. Jesus Christ.
Your friend.
Positional play and this sort of thing is always a very interesting part of the game. Well, that makes a lot of my decisions easier. Okay, my thinking has stopped. I know what I'm doing now. I have a plan.
That's nice.
I have a plan too. It involves a lot of Eurodora.
I mean, you reaching makes my plan easier. I agree. Breathe. Breathing is good.
It's gonna be fine.
And even if it's not, it'll be fine. Everyone's thinking so much at this table. It's weird. I'm not used to this. Reach. Come on, luck. Let's get there.
Sounds like Mahjong.
Here, have some information.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here's some other information. I'm Tenpai.
We don't know. Tune?
I'm telling you though, you have to believe me. Otherwise it's a chombo.
Unless
Here's more information for you.
I had a feeling. Thanks for the confirmation.
I've never been boot tile. I definitely didn't have in my hand for any particular reason earlier.
There's actual information. Doesn't clear much, but
Does it matter?
doesn't matter. It's
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
Daijoubu.
It doesn't matter.
What are you sitting on?
Literally don't even care.
Would have been missed, obviously. But
Obviously.
Oh, yeah, you opened your hand. Oh, well. I guess so. We just need to step back, I guess. But yeah, that's
Your hand's more interesting than mine right now because all I can do is draw and discard, so I'm looking at yours.
I'm alright.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that happened.
It was already Nakatsuchi, right? I'm so funny. People are weird. Yeah, like we didn't have a choice but to reach you this hand. Just gotta go for the sumo here.
Just realized. It's very, very funny.
Hilarious. Funny like a clown. What's that from? Is it like The Simpsons?
For some reason, I have anti-tape. Might have seen that. Might have seen like
I do. I think he's holding on my winning tiles.
It's possible.
Except for this one. Except it's not a winning tile.
That would have made my life a lot easier.
Last
That was in the smoke. That was not in the smoke.
Yep. It was even the Hanuman.
None of them.
Is the South dead?
I don't have it.
Yeah, there's one discarded. So back here, I was hoping someone else would get the other and have to like discard it because they have nothing better. But yeah, it's 2 Yakuhai, door 3 Riichi on the south. And then even would have hit 1 just for fun. Yeah, so I had to Riichi it, but this goes to you, so I'll take this. So the stick on the table goes to the winner. So instead of you paying me, I just took it back.
Since I was dealer all last.
Because you're first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Yep, so it's probably like this one or something. No, wrong Yakuhai. It's in here somewhere. There's one white waiting tile. There's the other. God damn it. Are you serious? All 3 frickin' tiles were in the dead wall. Oh, that's rough. Just wasn't meant to be. It is what it is. We are going to call the stream there for the night, though, guys. So I hope everyone has a good night. Like I said, if you want to buy some of my 3D printed stuff, join me tomorrow. The link is in the Discord on the 3D printing channel. And I think that's it. So everyone have a good night. I'll see you next week.